Oh, for fuck's sake, I just spent the last 20 seconds talking to myself in the microphone director. I'm a bit off kilter right now. World in Conflict didn't work. It took me about 50 minutes to try to remember my password for Games for Windows Live. That's my Games for Windows Live account, so if anyone wants to add me, I can't guarantee I'll accept, but... You know what, fuck it, I will accept. I need friends. Also, you know, my account is ostentatiousness on Steam. Add me, but for the love of God, don't message me when I'm recording, or I will block you forever. Wow, it's hard to believe this game was made 5 years ago. Sorry. So, this, I'm just gonna maybe do like an hour. Yeah, I'll do about an hour of gameplay of this, just to show you guys how similar it is to Company of Heroes. And to be fair, I could show you how similar the old Dawn of War games were. And when I do the actual series, I will, because I do have every Dawn of War game except for Chaos Rising and Retribution, but I will get those. I will show you how similar the two series are. But to be fair, right now I just need to wait for World in Conflict to finish downloading. Company Heroes, the next mission really pisses me off. It's an extremely vehicle-heavy mission, and I really dislike vehicles, so... I'm sure a lot of you are... A lot of you are probably questioning why I don't do Rome Total War. I can't be fucked finding the Rome Total War disc, and Rome 2 Total War needs to update because I do have Hannibal at the gates. Yes, that's me. Orbiting Meridian like a boss. Oh, guy. Fine then. I'll just call myself Lethal. If I can learn to spell. Nope. Lethal F. As an homage to one of my favourite Let's Players. And the guy who did give me the leg up. I normally play this on Recruit. One thing you guys need to learn, I'm not one of these hardcore play on most unforgiving difficulty and master of strategy kind of thing. I'm the kind of gamer that just likes to enjoy and just enjoy the game, just play it slow and kind of just not push myself, which is why my World in Conflict and Company Heroes Let's Plays are quite unique to my normal style of gameplay, because I am playing on the hardest difficulties I can. But Sergeant will do. I'll be Lethal F. Lethal F is gonna fuck...
Subsector Aurelia.
Fuck you, Angelos. Fuck you.
This cluster of worlds stands on the very edge of the Imperium of Man. From this frontier came the Blood Ravens, a chapter of the Emperor's own Space Marines. Once and for all.
A little backstory is the Blood Ravens.
Captain and a handful of Space Marines lead the raw recruits defending these worlds. Another Space Marine joins this desperate battle.
His name is Lethal and he is deadly.
Commander, ready to lead in our darkest hour. You are this Space Marine. And you will tip the balance toward victory.
The fuck I will. the Space Marines, the Blood Raven Space Marines are the big Space Marine chapter. I forgot that Bandicam eats. Okay, so because I forgot Bandicam eats loading screens for breakfast, so the Blood Raven Space Marines are the main chapter of Space Marines that you encounter, although in a lot of the multiplayer you can pick different skins to make yourself a different chapter. But in the single player campaign, you are the Blood Ravens. Now, in the last expansion for the first game, Soulstorm, 5 whole companies of the Blood Raven Space Marines, which is half of them. And you need to understand the entire backstory of Space Marine legions used to be limitless in their power, and then when the Horus Heresy happened, everyone realised that much power under the control of one man was very dangerous, given that one Space Marine probably could kill all life on our planet on his own. But so they split them down into chapters, each at most 1,000 Space Marines, not counting vehicles, servitors. Anyway, the campaign in Soulstorm, I can't actually remember what that's called. I can't remember what the system that they're fighting over is, but it went so badly for the Blood Ravens that half of the chapter was exterminated. Now, because their home planet of Cyrene was destroyed by exterminators called by Gabriel Angelos, the man you heard introducing the game, they were forced. They became a migrant fleet, and they do still draw from their old homeworlds. Now, they primarily They primarily recruit from this world that we're currently on, called Eris, and another one called Typhon Prime. Now, occasionally, very, very rarely though, they do get a couple of recruits from the third planet in the sector. I can't remember what that one's called, but the only two in the last 100 years were myself, Lethal F, and Captain Thaddeus, an assault marine, who we do meet later on in the game. So, the reason why they're so desperately fighting to protect these worlds is because this really is the last place they can get recruits from. So they, in this game, the expansion and Dawn of War Retribution, they do get pushed to the brink of extinction. But in the game, I think it's a first-person shooter. I've never played it, although I do want it. Dawn of War Space Marine, or Warhammer Space Marine. I know it's called something Space Marine. You play as an Ultramarine. And you do meet a couple of Blood Raven Space Marines, and by their dialogue, now this is just from what I've read, the Blood Ravens are back to full strength by the time that the events happen then. So that's a good thing. But, yes, the reason why they're so viciously defending this cluster of worlds is because it's the last hope for their dying chapter. And, yeah, just a bit of backstory. Davian Thule is probably one of my favourite characters in any sci-fi series ever, just because of how badass he is. Now, I still have half that beer. It's warm though, so I'm not going to drink it. But, yeah. Just trying to think of anything else I need to point out. Nope.
Calderis.
We Blood Ravens select our initiates from this world's fierce warriors. Calderis is the cradle and the future of our chapter. Now, the orcs would take it from us. This, we cannot allow.
And that, my friends, is Darvian Thule. He is a fucking boss. Although he doesn't have the big gun in any of the other Dawn of War games that he's the main character. I need to point out that he's the main force commander. I'll just fuck shit right up.
The enemy is destroying a key. Scouts, stay in cover.
Seriously, Bandicam, stop eating my fucking loading screens. I realise why my FPS is so slow right now. It's because I'm editing another video.
In command here on Calderis. We are battling the orcs that threaten this world.
I'm gonna do some Liberal Crime Squad after this.
You have dropped right into the combat zone.
I would never
with
guess.
several squads of our initiates. We are under heavy fire and losing control of our flanks. Move north and provide support.
And whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Tarkus is... Sorry for yelling. Tarkus is awesome.
At your command. Reposition.
Yeah, I have played this game before, so I do know what to expect. Although I'm concerned that I have no... Yeah, there it is.
Oi! Some of the Yumis come behind us! Kill them!
Lethal, you will kind of punch shit.
Under attack. Use a grenade.
This is a beautiful game.
This way, brothers. The orcs ahead of you are trying to outflank us. Eliminate them.
Yeah, this is a loud game. I forgot that this is a, pardon me. I forgot that this is a Relic game, so the escape button does not actually bring up the menu. Yeah, sorry about the volume, but yeah.
Push forward, initiates.
Push forward? Yeah, you can be very wash and wear. You can be very aggressive with your Space Marines in this early mission, and it kind of does show the whole the lore of the Marines. They are extremely tough soldiers. So what happened to those guys? I think they're dead. I hope they're dead. I don't know why, but I just want them to be dead. I love that you got these massive crates of ammo and they do nothing. Yeah, this guy at the moment is not the most optimal unit to use in melee, but he doesn't really have a weapon that I just need to point out, this guy is so badass he can plow through steel. No, I can't get a close-up view on them. The Marines are awesome.
Well fought, Commander. But the Greenskins will not give us much time before they attack again. I need you and Sergeant Tarkus to take charge of driving the orcs back. Move up to the ruins east of here and prepare to repel the next orc wave.
Shoot, you dumbasses!
Stay in cover. That truck has a heavy gun. More shooting, less dying, you gits!
I love the orcs in this game. Mech Bad Zapper. They also have great names for the orcs, like Warlord Gorguts, Mech Bad Zapper.
Go get me some more boys. And these Yumis are sparking up me truck. Back through the tunnel.
Interesting thing about the orcs that you never actually hear about in game. The orcs, there are no female orcs. With the way the orcs reproduce, the way the orcs reproduce is every time they die, they release a cloud of spores, and those grow into more orcs and grots.
Well done, Commander. Those orcs have opened a path through the hills somehow.
Disturbing, I know.
Move forward and seal it.
And I think the main reason why the Blood Ravens don't get rid of all of the orcs,
More orcs. And lots of cover to use on our approach. Commander,
I think the main reason why they don't get rid of the orcs on this planet, as important as it is to them, is that it gives them an excuse to see how good their potential recruits are.
The Greenskins clearly using that mine as a passage, Commander. Seal that entrance by any means necessary.
Okay.
the orcs have stacked fuel and ordnance near the end.
Good
Bye.
work, Marines.
You actually fought on this whole map eventually.
Anytime soon.
Like, this is the next
Leader
mission
managed
over
to
here.
escape through the tunnel before we could kill him. That was our chance to cut this invasion off at the head.
He will show himself again, Tarkus. And when he does, we will be ready. Thunderhawks are en route. Prepare for extraction.
Okay, grenade.
Are rewarded with victory.
Stand by your man. I talk so much shit. So, you see how much this game does play like Company of Heroes. Except this kind of really does play more a combination of Company of Heroes and Warcraft. Warcraft 3 and all that. With the notable difference that you can't train any fucking troops. You only get... Fucking hell, Bandicam, don't eat my fucking...
Calderis is currently facing a massive orc invasion that threatens to spill over to the entire sector.
I'm a bit pissed. I'm a...
Urgent distress signals
Play some Liberal
coming
Crime
from
Squad
other
after
nearby
this.
sectors, but we must
Murder people to
concentrate
death.
our efforts here. I need you to take charge of an assault that stalled on the surface below. Drop to the point marked on the planet map and start pushing into the orcs' flank.
Okay. Now, I'm not entirely certain how I want to play this. Screw it. No, don't like any of that. Yeah, a bit pissed right now. Oh, veteran Marines. Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah. I might actually just call this video. Bit pissed. Trying to remember what I was going to say. Yes, now I remember what I was going to say. You get 6 units, and you can only have a maximum of 4 in your squad at a time. I usually go, one of them has to be the Force Commander, so you can only pick 3. I usually go with Tarkus, Avidus, and Cyrus. Tactical, Assault, and Sniper. No, Tactical, Devastator, and Sniper. You can also get Thaddeus, the Assault, and another unknown at this point character, who is a Dreadnought. The Dreadnoughts are effectively walking tanks, but doesn't really fit my playstyle. If anything, I'd actually get rid of Tarkus for him. No, I'd get rid of Avidus for him. Tarkus is too good. Meridian, that's the planet I was thinking of. Anyway, guys, I might continue this one later. Who knows? But, until then, have a great day. Like, favorite, subscribe, tell me I'm an asshole. And, remember, stay crunchy in milk.